cute.
No, drop that gorgeous. I don't get cute. Well,
I'll just leave it like that. Hi, welcome back to my show, On Air with Ocean. We're here at episode 16. And tonight, this morning, every time of the day, I am joined by Flo.
hi.
Hi. Hi. Flo got one tattoo.
Oh, a big one.
A big one.
Every time someone asks me how many tattoos you have, I always say one big one.
I am the tattoo.
Yes.
Flo is a podcaster, a nurse, and I would say a model.
Really?
Yes.
I would never call myself a model. Because always when I hear a model, I always think about Naomi Campbell and Heidi Klum and...
But you are Heidi Klum.
True.
You are the Mutti.
I am the Mutti, yes.
You know? So tell me about your podcast. Your podcast, let me tell you, we had the other person here in this show 2 episodes ago, I guess. It was Patrick, out, and you're the second half.
Mm-hmm. The better half.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Tell me about the podcast.
It's a queer podcast about anything what queer people would like talk about or think about. We had gay dads, we had racism, we had a domina. What's domina?
Domina.
Domina?
Domina.
English? Okay.
A domina.
Yes.
But that was
dominatrix.
That wasn't the first year, was it?
No. It's just coming. Out. We just did it.
I thought you had like...
No, it was Patrick was at Venus, the sex.
Oh yeah.
What
the
is it?
sex
fair
convention.
Yeah. Okay. But now we had like a real one on the couch.
Yeah.
In Patrick's apartment.
Oh, in Patrick's apartment. That's all we want to know. But it's so lovely to have you here, and
Thank you.
You work as a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you have the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You live in Berlin.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get here?
Well, I'm from the south. I grew up in like a little village in Saarland. That's the state. It's a very small. The
You would call it in the south?
Yes. It is like what is
south
like
of Berlin.
No, I grew up in a little village, and then at some point I decided to move to the big city. Everyone is open-minded. Everyone is like free. I feel like because if you're like in a little small village, if you look like me, people look at you like you're coming from Mars or something. And I wanted to like, express myself and like be my true self. So that's why I moved to the big city.
So 10 years ago you moved to Berlin.
Yes.
And then you were just working as a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was last year that you went on television for the first time.
Yes.
What made you do that, and what show was it?
Well, the show is called Prince Charming. It's like the gay bachelor, or more the gay bachelorette.
Yes.
I was looking for like an adventure and do like cheap commercials for my podcast.
Cheap?
Yeah.
It was for free,
It was
bitch.
for free, yeah. They asked me if I want to do it. Yeah, I was looking for like an adventure. It was one of the biggest adventures in my life.
Yeah.
Yes. It was really good.
How was it to be in a room with like 20 other gay people?
It was actually fun. Everyone always thinks that's like everyone is like bitching around, but it was fun. We had a lot of fun.
So, did you had a crush on anyone, or did you?
No.
You like? How was it with you? Hadn't?
No.
So there was no person, not
No.
even the Prince Charming.
No. No.
So you attended the show, came in, you were like,
Yeah,
oh.
but the thing is though,
So I'm just having 2 weeks of vacation now.
But to me, it's like it was like free vacation, paid vacation. But you meet people, and to me, it's like I need a little bit more time to fall in love with someone.
Yeah.
But there was no one I was like looking at. I was like, oh my god, I want to rip my clothes off. But there was a lot of like really fun people. Also, the prince was fun. But yeah.
Pretending you had a shirt on.
I was actually very naked on that show, actually. There was like one night we did a drag show for the prince, and I was like, I was wearing a rainbow flag as a skirt, and I took it off and like was just wearing like a neon string.
Love it.
G-string underneath it. And the prince was sitting there, he's from Frankfurt. I think he never saw something like this. And I think that was the moment he decided to kick me out. But I had fun. I didn't care at all. It's like I'm my true self. And if you like it, you like it, and if you don't, you don't. All slut, no shame. Never.
Acting different.
Yeah.
Because the camera is rolling.
Wait.
It's just like, oh, I'm leaving. Do you know that moment from RuPaul's Drag Race where Gottmik is playing Paris Hilton?
That's one of the best moments to me in Drag Race history.
So, let's replay it. Paris Hilton, nice to have you here.
Well, just let me know when your cameras are rolling.
Oh, we are on.
Oh, hi. It's so nice to have you here.
But are you different in front of the camera?
No. Never.
Were there any guys on this cast which were so different in front of the camera?
Actually, no one.
No?
No. Even Gino. Everyone thinks that Gino, the drag queen, was acting different. No. She's that dumb.
Charlotte.
No, she's that
Crack
stupid.
house.
No, she is that stupid. And annoying. I'm just kidding.
I didn't say that.
No,
I love
just
you.
kidding.
Yes.
No, she is annoying, but it's fun. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are like super interesting on Instagram or like on TV, but in real life they're just boring. It's like I met some really famous people. I met also like famous like porn actors who are like very like slutty and like and they're super quiet in real life.
Yeah.
And it's like and when the camera is rolling or like someone is taking a picture, they're like looks like butch, muscly, like.
Oh really?
But in real life they're just like like a little. Bambi. Not Bambi Mercury, like, the real Bambi.
Hi, Bambi.
Hi, Bambi.
Is there an American version of Prince Charming?
Actually, yes, it's coming from the US. It's called Finding Prince Charming in America. But they only had one season. Mm-hmm. It was really boring.
Okay.
Because they were only like these, like stereotype muscle, hetero, looking people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was a big scandal because the prince was actually a hooker in the past. Like he was working as an escort. Which I don't think is a big thing, but
yeah,
America,
but we
double
had the
standards.
same scandal last year, did we?
Yes. So there was because no one asked me if I did porn 10 years ago. And I'm not someone who's like, I meet you and tell you, my name is Flo, I did porn 10 years ago. Which wasn't a big part in my life, but everyone who knows me knows that I did porn 10 years ago. That was not a secret. But people are really quick, when they announced our pictures for the show, like, oh, he did porn 10 years ago. And it was a big scandal, like, oh my God, they betrayed the company, they betrayed the prince. But no, we didn't. And I always feel like if you do a show with 20 gay guys, there was always minimum 2 porn actors, escort, hooker, whatever.
Yeah.
And you can't do a show without that. And I think it's just work. Sex work is work.
Definitely.
And it's a normal thing. Everyone uses this. Everyone's watching porn, but no one is allowed to do it.
Yeah.
So the double standard.
Yeah.
And I was just no, I'm just they fucked with the wrong person. I can tell you.
Can I talk with you a little bit about the Onlyfans thing which is going on right now?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is going on there?
Well, I can tell you, they had a really big company. They owned a really big company. They made a lot of money. All of the sex work, the queer sex workers, all the people there. And now they made a lot of money and enough money. And now they're selling the company, and that's it.
To let you know, actually, what's the news on that? Because OnlyFans just said that they don't want to have this not sensitive content. I think that's what they said. And
well, it's people having sex in front of cameras.
Yes.
Or showing off naked and nudes and
And they just announced they will delete every video which has sexual content.
Yeah.
At the 1st December 2021.
I think that's October.
I understood that no video can be uploaded anymore in a month. So so they can still make money for a month and then they are done. By the time you're watching this video, sex workers cannot upload any sexual content videos on OnlyFans.
Well, it's just stupid. I mean, the thing is, there are a lot of more companies like this, or apps who have the same features. They don't need OnlyFans.
Yeah.
OnlyFans is the biggest one.
I have some friends which just live from OnlyFans.
I have a lot of friends.
Taking jobs. OnlyFans is just taking jobs and being like, we don't want you here anymore. Bye.
Yeah.
And I think that's just so rude,
It's between all of us. It's we're all using something.
Yeah. And I really want to talk about it because it's a topic which affects every one of us.
Yes.
I know I have talked about this already, but there's a television show, Frühstücksfernsehen, and they are always talking about OnlyFans. They are always saying like, oh, this VIP is on OnlyFans, this celebrity is on OnlyFans, and I'm like, yes, tell it, but please also tell that this is like the platform for so many sex workers, and that it's important that this stays like that.
Yes.
You know?
It's just sad because, like, you know,
why?
What you said, why?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? But, I mean, again, capitalism.
Flo, I want to come back to your tattoos one more time.
No Prince Charming anymore.
No Prince Taimi anymore. We're done. It's over. We have had a lot of queer phobia in the streets in the past weeks. A lot of transphobia in the past weeks.
Yeah.
And I want to know, you're a fully gay queer person walking around with all the tattoos, with all slut no shame on the shirt. How do people react to your queerness but the tattoos?
Well, the thing is though, my queerness doesn't come out if I'm not talking. So if I'm just walking and just people look at me, they always think I'm coming straight from prison. So that's why they always keep distant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they keep distance.
Yeah, no, it's like I had some homophobic attacks in the past, but since maybe like 2 or 3 years, it was like, you know, because they see me and they think, oh, he's from the Hells Angels or something.
So your tattoos protect you?
Yeah, I think a little bit. As long as I'm not talking.
Yeah.
Like everyone, they keep people on distance, which I kind of like. So that everyone's like checking me out. It's like, oh, who's this guy? Like, I'm a little bit afraid and a little bit like interested, and like, yeah. And then as soon as we like, you know, get in touch and I start talking and we have a conversation, and everything is fine. But like in the beginning, it's always like, let's wait a little bit.
Yes. I'm also mentioning that because we are having an account now, a profile on Instagram, which is called Queer Trans Liberation. We are sharing queer stories and trans stories about their experiences, about the attacks, about the harassment they got. And it's super important to share these stories and also to I don't want to always like encourage everyone like, oh, you all should get face tattoos now. But that's why I wanted to ask you, because it's so interesting to see how different people can react just because of not wearing makeup or wearing makeup or having tattoos or not having tattoos, or being this butch.
Yeah, but isn't that sad that people react like this based on your look?
It is super sad.
You know, if I see a person on the street and it's not my kind of look or like, I don't know, I would never say that. Why would I like think about like yelling at someone like faggot or something, or like, you know, would harass someone based on their looks? I don't care. It's not my thing. Why is that like, you know, like, why is that my thing? I will never get that. I will never get that idea of like, you know, attacking someone based on their looks.
And that's why I was asking you about the Prince Charming things. You know?
Okay.
Like with the queerness they spread, because many people are like, oh, like these gays, what shall we do with them?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I know a lot of people.
But still, it's important that we show all these people. It's still important that we show that that gay guys are not only like hairdressers or like, I don't know, like leather guys with
drag queens.
Or drag queens. No, but like we need these shows to like show what it's like to be a gay person, or like, and also like, you know, having these people talking about their feelings and talking about their experience. Yes, and we need that kind of, so that everyone on the couch at home can listen to them, and even if there's only like 3 people who listen to them, they listened, and they can talk about it, and they understand the struggle of like, you know, trans people, like queer people, like everyone who is like queer. And those attacks are like, they happen every day, everywhere. Even in Berlin, because everyone thinks in Berlin it's like, no, Berlin everyone is safe. No one is safe. Anywhere.
And if you want to go to one of these like TV shows, anything, like take your chance to speak up.
Yes.
Like take the moment, the camera's on you, so take the moment and speak up, tell your story, tell what you wish for, tell what you want to say. Because like, don't be like, of course I'm not saying you always have to speak up, but please do. Yeah,
no, please do, and like be yourself. I got criticized for like being the slut, because I'm very sex positive and I have a lot of sex, and I'm like always talking about it because it's, you know, I like it and that's me, but I'm not only the slut.
Yeah.
I'm much more than this. And like people criticize me
Definitely.
like, there's always be the slut, why you have to talk about this? People are already thinking that gay guys only have sex the whole day. It's like, why should I change myself? Why should I change my life or my style of like how, or the idea how I want to like live my life?
Yes.
Only because you could think that it's like very stereotype. I don't give a shit about it.
Yeah.
And you don't have to like me. And if they don't like me, that's fine, because I don't like anyone sometimes as well.
Yeah.
But they have to accept how I am.
Acceptance is the key. you know?
Yes.
Like, and communication is the key, so we got it right. But we're at the end.
Bye.
Bye. Flo, it was wonderful to have you here today,
Thank you for
tonight,
having
this
me.
morning.
It's very weird to like talk to someone who's also German in English.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Is it?
But it was fun.
But whatever.
What? Slutever.
Slutter. Oh my god, never said that.
Slutever.
But Slutever. Love it. Follow Flo on Instagram.
And Stadtland Schwul, my podcast.
Yes, also follow Stadtland Schwul. Listen to the podcast also on Spotify.
Yes.
And follow Taimi up. Follow me, moi, Ocean on Air. Follow Queer Trans Liberation. And we're gonna see us soon again. Subscribe to this channel.
Bye, bitch.
Did you call me just bitch?
No, I would never.
Slutever.
Slutever.